trashing my number one already. You don't even know what the fuck it is.
I didn't even say the name of the song.
You don't have to because you said the other one was the best, and my number one isn't that, and it's on the same album.
Oh, controversy.
Welcome back to Just Rank. This is our weekly show where we talk about a great topic every single week. We give our 4 favorite top best songs, sometimes albums, of that topic. Get that out of the way for a second. Please go to justrankpod.com. Check out our landing page. It'll bring you to all of the different podcast sites. It'll go to our merch table. And, give us some love. And please like, subscribe, and hit the bell like AC/DC so you can get those notifications. So, reeling it back in, we're going to do Taylor Swift this week. And I'm going to change up the opening. Normally, I like to give a lot of information and background story and whatnot. I think you guys, the viewers or listeners, already know that. You guys are rabid fans of Tay-Tay. I'm just going to list off some achievements. I've got 3 pages of achievements, so I'm not going to go through them all. I cherry-picked the most amazing, awesome achievements. So I'm going to start with the biggest one. 14 Grammys, including Album of the Year 4 times.
Wow.
Highest grossing tour act of all time.
All time.
Crazy.
Just amazing. You think about it, like Rolling Stones have been out there for years. They've had some amazing tours. Metallica, just so many bands out there that are constantly grinding. They have not made it to the Tay-Tay level. Tiny Tim has been tiptoeing through the tulips of exhaustion trying to get to that level of Tay-Tay. The youngest inductee into the Songwriter Hall of Fame.
Well deserved.
That's just impressive. The first artist to earn $1 billion primarily from music. No clothing lines, no sweat soda, no energy drinks, none of that stuff. Billboard magazine, she has achieved the most number 1 albums by a female artist. That is incredible. She has achieved so damn much. Is the only living artist to have 10 albums simultaneously in the Billboard 200 charts.
Nuts. Fucking nuts.
Eras Tour, highest grossing tour of all time, generating historic global economy based on the show's event of where she is playing. Global economy has rised wherever city she's playing.
Yep.
Amazing. The most awarded artist of the AMA Music Awards, 40 times.
Jesus Christ.
Billboard, 49 times. MTV Video Music Awards, 30 times. In 2023, she was the Time Person of the Year, the first person from the arts to achieve this recognition.
Nice.
The most number 1 albums by a solo artist in history, 15.
Yeah.
Tay-Tay shattered hundreds of industry records, from touring, streaming, the charts. So many more records. The first artist in history to claim all 10 spots on the Billboard Hot 100 in one single week. First artist to ever have all 10 spots. It's 2 more pages.
It's mind-blowing.
It's so impressive. We've had, this is our 76th show, and every time we talk about an artist, we always have a Tay-Tay comparison. So it's time that we do Tay-Tay for an episode. And I think this is going to be kind of fun. It was eye-opening for me. I sat on a Friday night and listened to 72 Taylor Swift songs. Jeez. It's amazing. Back to back. I thought that I didn't really know a lot of her songs. It turns out I knew a shit ton of them. I just didn't know the names of the songs.
Right.
So I guess let's start this episode. Joe, you're going to give us your number 4. Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
Oh, samesies.
Samesies.
I'll
Get it.
say 2. 2 seems like the but 2.
Well, don't ask me.
I
I
was
said
gonna say
4.
I was gonna say 1.
Yes, 2
Yeah,
seems
I
like
said
a lot.
4 last episode, and there was 1. I think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 2 as well.
I'm going safe too.
Okay.
I don't know what you mean by 2 as well. I said 1.
Somebody say 2,
generally-
Joe say 2.
I generally go with number 2 as my safe number. So, Joe,
I will
number
go
4.
with 6 as well.
6.
I'm so anxious to hear what everyone picks on this.
Me
one.
too. I am too. I've been when we announced we were going to each other internally that we were going to do this show, not necessarily even we said 76 we're going to have to do a Taylor Swift show. I was like, I was never like that. I was like, okay, now I'm interested what these 4 middle-aged dudes are going to pick, right?
Yeah.
So first of all, if you're a Swiftie, you're not going to see 4 old men complain about a brilliant woman
Absolutely.
and what she's done. So I don't have a disclaimer, but I have some things I need to say, I think, before I go forward. And I'm not going to step on anyone's toes, but it's the things I need to say. 1989, and unbeknownst to me before I did this list, Folklore are her best albums to me. You don't have to agree or anything else. I'm just saying those are, I think, her best albums. I think she is a very important singer and songwriter of our time.
Absolutely.
She's the pinnacle when it comes to marketing and a business person in the
Genius.
industry. She's the gold standard.
Mhm.
I don't think anybody comes close to her at
No.
all.
Not even remotely.
She's underappreciated, and this includes me before this list. I mean, I appreciate her as a business person, what she did, but I didn't listen to her music. I think she's underappreciated or respected by people who are not dedicated listeners.
Yeah.
And not just music,
Yeah.
all across the board. I still think something she did that Prince tried doing, and I'm going to bring this a little bit, owning her masters. Prince never got to do that until just before he kicked the bucket. Taylor's version of series of her 6 albums is the most brilliant idea ever in music, period. I will say that, period. When it comes to a business decision, the most brilliant move you could have made. There's subtle changes, from one version to another, but very minute, and you have to listen to them like I did, back to back, one song to the next song. I will say my incredible daughter, she is been a Swiftie since day one. Way back in the day, I dismissed the whole thing, obviously, like any other guy would probably do at that point. But when I knew we were going to, this is the 76 show we're going to do, I'm like, okay, I got to go to the expert. And she gave me a comprehensive list of every album, all 12 albums of 4 to 5 songs. Wow. My daughter is she's been in music her entire life. She knows what she loves, and I'm not talking just songs. She gave me a large 1 to 2 paragraph of why she liked that album.
Wow.
So
that's a fan.
And that right away, I went through the list because it was like a 2-page Word doc. I didn't pay attention to the songs. I just read what she put for the paragraph. And because I wanted to see if I picked the same songs as her. Okay. I will say right now, the first 3 albums, not a fan. And this is I think I vote.
I would agree.
I'm not a country guy.
I'm with you.
Those 3 kind of, but at the same time though,
agreed.
I gave each one of those songs a listen, every one of them. And I was like, no, not my thing. So first 3 albums, not part of my list. I'll tell you right now. A lot of those lyrics too, not her best, or a lot of the typical at the time. She was younger, obviously. So, but obviously too, since it was country, a lot of the same tropes that other country songs fall into, guy in a truck drinking beer.
He wasn't a standout at that time.
No. I was surprised. Now I'll get to my pick real quick. I promise. I was surprised by a couple of things. I was surprised to find how many songs are kind of uninteresting musically. And I'm not talking about the song itself. I'm talking the music itself. I didn't realize again, this is my own ignorance. I did not realize she was a kind of a modern day singer-songwriter, even when it comes to pop music. Her focus is on her words, not the music. Mm-hmm. Many of her songs sound the same. and I thought I was going crazy, but I listened to every song, all 12 albums, including the new
there
track
is some similarities. Yeah.
she released for Toy Story. And I did some digging. 17 of her songs use the same progression of C, A minor, F, G.
And same beat.
20 of her songs use the same progression of G, D, A minor, C. And 21 of her songs use the same progression of F, C, G, and A minor. So just in layman's speak, she's using a lot of the same. Those chords are always in the same exact spot for 21 songs. So to me, musically uninteresting for a great portion. But I will say this, that led me in by number 4, which is from Folklore from 2020, which is the song August.
Oh, nice.
It's interesting
Nice.
because when I picked my songs, I said I didn't look at my daughter's picks. I'm not even really aware of the song title, so I don't know what our hits, what our album tracks. This is kind of an album track. It was released a single, but not a big hit of hers. It was first of all, if you don't know, Folklore is I'm talking about the people who aren't Swifties. Folklore is a concept album. This is the 8th track on the album, on her 8th album, which is very fitting for the song called August. So perfect there, right? Released July 24, 2020, written by Taylor Swift and Jack Antonoff, which she obviously was one of her longtime collaborators. Hit number 23 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 19 in Canada. Antonoff wrote and produced the instrumental part of the music first, and then sent it to Taylor, who wrote all the lyrics in a very quick fashion within a couple days. Like a lot of tracks on the album, this song is it's about a fictional narrative and with a story and characters. And in this case, the song is about Cardigan and Betty, and the songs go along with the songs Cardigan and Betty. The songs delve into a love triangle featuring James and Betty, and the unnamed narrator, which is August. So there you go. What drives this song? Folklore as a whole, I think, is I hate using this word, but it's another word to use it, but it's very mature. It's literally a lot of it's just her guitar, maybe piano, maybe a little bit of drums, but very broke down, right? Jimmy?
Singer-songwriter style.
Yeah.
Yes.
The narrators of Cardigan and Betty are named, but the narrator of August is never named in the song. So again, I liked quite a lot of this album. I really did. And for a while there, I had 3 songs from this album. So I don't know if you guys know the song, but my number 4 is August.
Yep. It's my number 6. It would end up being my number 6.
Well, it's funny you said all those 8s because it's my number 8. So it's funny.
That's great.
I didn't even know that 8 part, and then I was like, "Oh, it's number 8." Oh, well, that's good.
I have it in my notes to what you're saying, Joe, about her being about her lyrics. Almost all of my notes have somebody wrote the music, sent it to her, then she wrote the lyrics and sent it back. Almost like that's the way it works, right?
You too.
And it works obviously so well for her.
Right.
Clearly.
Yes. And again, not being a big fan, just hearing from the peripheral what's hot at that time of her stuff. I'm not listening to anything. And obviously I'm not her demographic, right?
No, clearly, yeah.
Clearly I'm not.
None of us
Right.
are.
Yeah. But
Well, I am, but
the
you
fact
guys.
that I was ignorant to the fact, not realizing how much of her music is focused on the lyrics in a day when lyrics are kind of they're just fodder, right? We've talked about before how, lyrics are almost kind of a passe thing. It's like, it's just, let's get to the chorus type of thing, right? And with her, it's not that way at all.
I would say that I don't even know if the lyrics outside of like choruses are the focal point. I would say the melody and the vibe of how she's singing is the focal point because she's a heavily vibe artist.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And we're gonna kindly disagree because I found that very few of her songs that I like, even the songs I liked, don't have a lot of vocal melody. It's just literally her singing a song with no real. I can't remember the melody type of thing. There's no catch, there's no hook there.
I am respectfully gonna disagree with you on that one.
We're being too kind to each other this episode.
Right.
Yeah, tell him to go fuck himself. What's wrong with you guys?
Fuck up, Joe.
Suddenly we're soy sauce. It's respectful.
Tamari, sirs. Tamari sauce. That's my number 4. Let's hear Dinks. You've heard enough of me talk.
Oh, it's me? All right, my number 4. I brought some props in for the last episode, so I might as well bring a prop in for this episode and put a scarf on because my number 4 is All Too Well. All Too Well from the Red album. That's all about the scarf. Written by Taylor Swift and Liz Rose. This is the Winnipeg Jets scarf, so I'm sure that's not the one she was talking about.
You never know.
CanCon.
Yes. Wasn't released as a single, but became one of the most beloved songs in her catalog. The 10-minute version from 2021 reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, becoming the longest song ever to hit number 1.
Wow.
So that's kind of cool. When she re-recorded the Red album, it debuted at number 1 and helped introduce the song to a whole new audience. Combined streams across the original and the 10-minute version are well into the billions worldwide.
Oh, yeah.
Swift has said the original song was reportedly around 10 minutes long before being edited down in 2012. Clearly, that was maybe her decision. I couldn't find it anywhere. Or somebody behind the scenes, record label, whatever. Like, what are you doing? 10 minutes? Like, we need a radio edit here if you want this song. And then she didn't release the song anyway. So fans spent years talking about the missing verses before the full length was released in 2021. The song is famously for its vivid storytelling, detailed imaginary stuff, just examples of her songwriting ability, right? And of course, it's about this, right? Like the scarf itself became more legendary than the song. You know, the memorable lyric, "I left my scarf there at your sister's house." And of course, there's been so much speculation by the Swifties of who it's about, what it's about. Is it about a scarf? Is it a metaphor? Is it about Jake Gyllenhaal and Maggie's the sister? Because they dated, right? And that's the speculation that it's about him and he kept the scarf and on and on and on. I love this song. I can actually say that. And this song, I have to completely give credit to my wife because I probably heard it in passing. But in 2021, when she released the full length, and Katie, I wouldn't say Katie's a Swiftie, but she likes Taylor. So a couple of my songs are directly from my wife playing them all the time. I'm like, this is all right. And then listening to it on my own without telling her, I do really, really like this song. So I can honestly say the 4 that I have picked that I really like because I'm kind of with you, Joe. There's a bunch that all sound the same, and that makes sense now with the chord progression, and a bunch that are all kind of like they just don't grab me melody-wise. I totally respect her songwriting.
Yeah, me too.
I like country boys, and you know that. So I was listening to Tug McGraw and some of her early stuff back in the day, and she was just a kid, right? I never thought she would be who she is now because I don't think
anyone did.
Country star that was never going to do it. I got to take this fucking scarf off. But anyway, that's my song. All Too Well, number 4.
Nice,
good call.
Yeah, this song is actually on my short list. It's actually, I really like this song a lot. It's one of those songs where it just kind of grabs you right away, I think.
Yeah, Lost Innocent, First Deep Love, Emotional Vulnerability, Memories that One Person Can't Let Go of. That's also what I had in my notes. And that kind of summarizes the whole meaning behind the song, right? Because I think the scarf is a metaphor. Maybe it was an actual scarf that was fucking left behind. But she's clearly, like many of her songs, she's talking about something else, right?
No, she's talking about somebody. She's very clever.
It's a commonality. Very clever. That's a perfect word.
Yeah.
Yep.
But anyway, that's my number 4. Chris, let's hear yours.
Okay, so I don't listen to obviously a lot of Taylor Swift, and I'm with you, Joe. Like the first few albums, anything that sounded kind of country,
Next,
you know me, yeah, kind of, right. And so what I did was kind of like Joe. Or whoever was saying, I forget who said it. There's Taylor Swift songs they knew, but they didn't realize it was a Taylor Swift song. Like how many times I don't have whatever the app is for Android, like Shazam. I went through that, and how many times did I Shazam a song to find out that it was a Taylor Swift song because I dug the song wherever I was and it was playing in the background.
Right.
Yeah.
So with that, most of my stuff is more recent. Two are from the same album. I think number 4 is a basic bitch, and whatever you say, what you say. I was gonna be like, oh, I can't have two from the same album, but I'm like, you like what you like.
Yeah,
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 right.
just like
We
I
do it all
just
the
happen to
time.
like that album. It makes
Right.
sense, right?
I also want to say this. I said this about Lady Gaga. I don't listen to her music, but when I watch her in interviews, I really like her. Same with Taylor Swift. When I
Yeah.
see her doing stuff, I see her in interviews, I see her with Travis. She seems really cool. She seems down to earth. She seems like doesn't take herself too seriously. She takes her music seriously and her business seriously, but she doesn't take herself too seriously. She pokes fun at herself. Anyways, I just wanted to say all that
Yeah,
too,
no, I
because I'm
agree.
not being a fan of her music. But my number 4 is Karma.
Oh,
Okay.
From her 10th studio album, Midnight's released May 1st, 2023, written by Taylor, Jack Arnoff, Soundwave, Care Beats, blah, blah. Same kind of way. They wrote the music, she wrote the lyrics. But no surprise to anyone, it's a synth pop, chill wave, disco pop, electro clash. I saw it classified as with elements of alternative pop and new wave and techno.
It's everything.
Right.
how many more terms they put in that? My God.
Yeah.
Sophistopop.
Yeah.
And again, I don't pay a lot of attention to the lyrics, but it is just a catchy fucking pop song that is really,
Yeah.
like, I'm probably going to say that a lot about
Yeah.
these songs. It was the 3rd consecutive top single off of Midnight's. Swift's 28th overall top 10 song on the adult pop airplay. Charted in the top 10 and has received platinum certifications in Australia, Canada, New Zealand, as well as it was number 12 in the UK and also went platinum. Reached number 6 on the global Billboard Global 200. US hit number 2 on the Hot 100. And I had some other notes. There's a famous, first of all, there's apparently an Ice Spice remix of this I did not listen to. Not an Ice Spice fan, don't really know her music, so I didn't really get into that. But famously, in the Eras Tour, she finished the show with Karma and at least one point changed the lyric. What was it? The guy on the screen coming home to me, to the Karma's the guy in the Chiefs coming straight home to me, which I thought was kind of funny. About,
Yeah, that's
talking about Travis, right?
Yeah.
That got a lot of play in the press.
Yeah.
And I think that's why the song kind of stuck in my head. But yeah, that's my number 4. I don't have a lot more notes. Oh, I did have, I kind of kept the notes to minimal too. And I didn't ask for any help. I kind of went out on my own and kind of tried to do this on my own. As of yesterday, number 27 in Taylor Swift songs on Spotify with, what is this? 1,028,135,086 streams.
and it's 27th.
Yeah.
And it's 27 with 216,000 streams daily.
Right.
Jeez.
She's coming close to just rank numbers on Spotify.
Yeah.
Almost
is-
there. Like,
And that
Good
is
for
just Spotify alone. Again, I just did Spotify numbers to kind of keep it simple. Because again, there's so much stuff about her and there's so much out there that you can get inundated real quick. And I don't want to piss off any Swifties. And I don't think they're going to watch the show anyways, but well, maybe my nieces, but
yeah.
maybe just for factuality. But that's my number 4.
When I was doing this, when I was doing notes and Paul McCartney's sound came on, I told my wife, I was like, do you want, there's 4 Beatles. I think 2 of them, it's hard. It's all different, but I think John was like, he was a superstar right at the time, or whatever. No one was bigger than the Beatles. Right.
Right.
And Ringo kind of like hid back, and then so did John kind of, but I always considered Paul probably being the biggest one because he's been around the longest, right? And having more success solo. But when you see Paul talking, he looks like a normal dude. People that talk about him say he's just a normal guy. He's really cool. He's really chill. When you see him, he doesn't live like a gigantic. He's not like Sting. He's not living in a castle, stuff like
It's not
that.
a castle, right?
The only person I can compare to that is Taylor Swift. She's gigantic. No one is bigger than her, and she just seems like you're the girl that's your daughter's best friend or something. It's just she just seems totally normal.
I
How she
I've
doesn't-
always been a Travis Kelce fan, and I watch the New Heights podcast, not religiously, but at least the
Yeah.
clips. And she's on there talking about baking bread and sourdough and stuff, and like she was just really
Relatable.
cool and chill. Yeah,
obviously,
totally 100%. Yeah,
obviously her parents.
into thinking that you could hang out with them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, even
And
the
I-
old clip when she's on Fallon, Jimmy Fallon, and
Yeah.
he has that footage from her mom when she had her wisdom teeth out, and you can tell she
Yeah, yeah.
doesn't really want him to air that, right?
yeah.
'Cause
Yeah,
she's just fucking so normal, baked out
and
of
then
her
she
mom.
rolls with it too. Once he does too,
Right.
Like,
But how you stay that normal? Because we've seen other artists, several artists, like lose their shit as soon as they get some kind of thing, right?
Yeah,
Not
when
being-
they get 10 grand, not $1 billion. Like fuck,
Right.
Right.
I'm not just being- trying to be the single biggest act solo performer. You're not even a band. You're doing this by yourself,
Yeah.
and you're still just normal.
You give me $1 billion, and I'm gonna be insufferable.
Jimmy,
right. Oh
if-
yeah.
if I ever got famous, I would have been the worst band member. I would have been
I
fucking.
would fucking hate you.
That was the word I used, and I'm not. That was who I was at the time. There's no way I could have been famous. They would have been the worst. But yeah, I agree, man. It's a great song. It's a very good song. I agree with you as far as when you see her work with other people. It's just she knows her shit. She's
Yeah.
just like, and you're right. She reminds me of Lady Gaga that way, where she's knows what she wants and she's the best.
Yeah,
with
she knows what she wants to
Well-
release, and I think she knows her fan base. She knows what they want to hear,
Oh,
right? Like,
completely.
Yeah.
That's if you ever watch any of the behind scenes footage, and I got a lot of it
Hell
from
yeah.
my algorithms now. When she's doing the concerts, how much she puts in effort for the shows
Yeah.
for the fans, right?
She's not cashing it in, man.
Yeah.
She's not.
Right.
it's funny you said that because it's almost a little too much, right? Like because we've been researching it for me, I'm like, all right, enough of this. Like it's everywhere now. I've looked up
Yeah.
all this Taylor Swift now. It's all I get.
Well, and you have fans like my niece went to London to see her. She lives in Ottawa. She got tickets in London and flew to London to see her, and
That's
then
awesome.
got tickets in Vancouver and flew to Vancouver to see her.
Right.
My niece went to Brazil
Wow.
to see the Eras tour.
Wow.
There's nobody I would do
No
that.
No
one-
one. I wouldn't go see unless Floyd got back together. I wouldn't go see anyone.
Yeah, yeah. They're doing one show, maybe, and yeah,
Yeah.
I could see that. But
I love you,
Yeah.
Joe, but I'm not flying to Brazil for you.
Yeah, no, not even you guys. Exactly.
Neither am I.
Not flying to Brazil.
Think about it. I said before in another show, it's like I would go see Prince at Paisley Park for like $10 or $20 for free, or for like canned goods because he'd do it for charity, or whatever. But then he'd play at some jazz club here in town for like $200. I'm not paying that.
I'm not paying
Fucking go to
that. Right.
London or fucking Brazil?
Right.
yeah, fuck.
Right.
That's crazy. That's awesome. Great pick.
Yeah,
Anyways,
it's-
that was my number 4, Jimmy.
All right, so I have a little statement here. So it might be obvious, but I'm not a Taylor Swift follower, if you will.
Huh?
You have her
I got a
shirt.
T-shirt. I think you are.
I have a Taylor Swift shirt on from the Eras tour, which will probably be gifted to Jenny's eldest daughter when the show is done. We talk about this all the time. We have sounding boards. My wife is my sounding board for my picks and stuff like that. We talk about my picks. And I told her, I think it was about 2 months ago when Dink and I said, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do this. We have to. We have to.
Yeah.
The world sensation of Taylor Swift. We have to talk about it and talk about the musicality and the singing and whatnot. And I asked her daughter, Ava, hey, Ava, give me your top 4 songs. And she's like, I can't do my top 4. I said, well, take a week. And, so they both, I was down here doing research one night. They called me up there. I sat up there and like, okay, we're ready to give you our songs. And it turned into like 2 hours of talking about Taylor Swift music and songs and what drives their liking and their motivations. And Ava gave me her 4. Jenny gave me her 4. And then I started asking questions. What's the one song you want to hear? What's this? And all that. So I wrote down it was about 25 songs each. So that's where I started my list, the roughly 50 songs. I sat here on a Friday night and I watched 70 Taylor Swift videos.
Holy
And
shit.
that's where I got this list from. So that's where I came from on this. Part two of this is I want to celebrate her because I'm impressed by this woman. She's not a kid. She's a woman,
Yeah.
and she is a genius marketer.
Yep.
She's got her fingers in every part of her music. Yes, she has songwriters that help her out with stuff, but she's there. She's in the throes. She's in every aspect of all of her musicality
Yeah.
and her marketing machine and her machine in general. So I'm impressed by that. So all of that being said, my number 4, I went through and I really, really broke down the music as I would a normal artist. And I found a lot of kind of same things as Joe was talking about. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Coming from the drum standpoint, I really wished there was more drums or more different beats and more differences between some of the songs. Joe was talking about how there was X amount of songs that have this chord progression and this chord progression. This I found 12 songs have the literal same beat, so I was having a hard time with that. But once I got past that, once I got over my own ego, I was able to digest the songs, and the melodies is what really stood out to me, kind of opposing to what Joe was saying. The melodies were all hummable in most of the music that I was listening to. That's it. Song 4, it's a collab. It's a cheat because it's not directly a Taylor Swift song. It is I Don't Want to Live Forever. It's a Zayn song that features Taylor Swift, and it's from the 50 Shades Darker songs. So that's my cheat. I found both of their falsettos because they were both doing falsettos in this, and it was really cool. And before you say it's a cheat, Taylor Swift wrote this song, and Zayn performed it.
Yeah,
so
right.
it's a Taylor Swift song. So that's my cheat. There's some really cool finger snap beats in there. A lot of digitally enhanced, kind of a dance feel. I really love Zayn's voice in this. That is for you, Autumn. One Direction reference. Bam, bam, bam. Two birds, one stone.
Yeah, never have to do it now.
Rolling Stone rated the song 251st of the 274 songs as of 24 best songs ever as of 24. Deemed it kind of uninteresting, and their vocals were kind of boring. I disagree. I found their vocals very warm and very charming, and I was actually thrown into this, and I didn't realize that this was a Taylor Swift song, and I had heard this song before, but when the video popped up, I kept watching and watching and watching. It's number 4. That's it. It's the agony of a breakup, the desperation of trying to win back an ex-lover. Pretty straightforward. Kind of a common theme, but yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a common theme of a lot of her lyrics. Yeah.
I get it. I have a collab in my top 10, but didn't make the 4. But yeah, because like the collabs that I did here, like they're good, right? She feeds off whoever else is singing, and vice versa, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she knows what she's doing.
And also, out of fear, I'm drinking non-alcoholic beer tonight because I don't want the Swifties to kick my ass.
I mean, it is a hard job, man. You are hosting this Taylor Swift show.
Yes, I'm going to get the wrap. And also, one real quick thing. There's probably not going to be a lot of major notes because Swifties, they know everything already. The mythos is there. They're engrossed and ingrained in all of it. Who the song's about and all that stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, I would say I don't think this is for them. They know more than we do, but I think
absolutely they could be doing a show for us.
Yeah, we're doing a show for anybody who's obviously in our demographic, which if you look at our YouTube, it's pretty narrow. I would say if we can come up with 4 songs, and with me, it was a lot more than 4 songs.
Same here.
Yeah. I would say if anything, if you don't want to, I would say try to challenge yourself and at least listen to the songs we like.
Absolutely.
Right.
Go there. That's all I'm saying.
So Joe, let's hear number 3.
So 2020 was, a year we'd all like to forget.
Wait, did it happen?
One through 2026 so far. So we're still going with this streak we want to forget.
Never ending.
But of course, she surprised her fans by after releasing Folklore in August of 2020, a mere 4 months later, by releasing another album, Evermore. And this is my number 3, which is Willow.
Nice.
It's the first single and opening track of her 9th studio album, Evermore.
Number 5.
Okay, a lot of us are kind of the same, I think, here. The album was a surprise release, like I said, just 4 months after Folklore. It was released December 11th, 2020. Of course, written by Taylor Swift and Aaron Dresner. Debuted number 1 on Billboard Hot 100, which we'll touch on probably later again, of her debuting songs at number 1. In Canada, in Canada, Willow arrived at number 1 in the Canadian Hot 100, generating Swift's 7th number 1 hit in that country. So there you go. And hit number 3 in the UK. It gave Swift her 7th number 1 song in the United States, her 3rd number 1 debut. So she had, at this point, 3 songs debut at number 1.
Yeah.
A feat she's making look easy that is not easy, right? I like Jimmy was saying with her stats before. He has 16 pages of stats because she literally has all the records now and
all the everything.
I mean, it's crazy. And I apologize to my daughter Carissa because I said 2 pages. She actually gave me 5 pages of notes, so of 12 albums. So wow. I love you. Thank you. It was immensely helpful. And I'll tell you afterwards when we're done with number 1, with my number 1, how many songs we picked the same. Let's see where I was at here. Willow, of course, is a love song to see Swift invite her soulmate into her life. The song became Swift's 29th top 10 hit on the Hot 100, surpassing Mariah Carey's and Stevie Wonder as an artist with the 6th most top 10 entries in the chart's history at that time.
Right.
And extended her female record for the most debuts on the top 10 with 19.
That's fucking impressive.
2020, she had, my God, 19 songs debut in the top 10. I mean,
it forced Mariah Carey right into lip syncing, for fuck's sakes.
Right?
And look at, okay, there you go. There we go. There you got Taylor Swift, everyone's favorite girl next door, and then Mariah Carey, Insufferable.
Without the billions, right?
No, but again, Evermore again is another singer-songwriter type album. It's very low key. Again, I don't have the albums in front of me, but each album I think has 16 tracks, 15 tracks.
A bunch, yeah.
So, you're talking about 2 albums in 2020. That's amazing output. That's Prince type output.
Yeah, absolutely.
With way more success. But my number 3 is Willow. Again, song is just low key. I like the lyrics. They're not overly sappy. The instrumentation, the guitar on it's very cool. It's just a cool track. Again, Willow. I mean, Evermore and Folklore, 2 songs I could probably find myself, and I will find myself in future, kind of zoning out to, or just working to.
Right.
They're just very good that way.
Yeah.
All right. So my comment for this song, because that song was actually in my top 4 for the longest time. After listening to 70 songs, it kind of moved in and out.
Yeah.
The thing that caught me off guard about this song was not the melody, was not the lyrics, it was the music. If you go back and listen to it, it's a Lindsey Buckingham style guitar. And I challenge you to go back and listen to it and go, holy shit, that's not a Fleetwood Mac kind of, I guarantee. Yeah. Sorry, I stumbled there.
No, it's kind of like that. You're right. It's kind of a pop pseudo flamenco sound.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it drew me in, and I'm like, oh, this has to make the list. And I talked earlier that Jenny and Ava were helping me out initially with my overview of Tay-Tay. And they both said, you're probably not going to like Folklore or Evermore because it's a singer-songwriter style thing. So and immediately, that was one of the first songs that stood out to me because I hit random on YouTube, and that's what popped up. I loved it. I actually really, really liked the song.
Yeah. So, Krista, I apologize, but I'm going to read your note. Admittedly, I did not listen to Folklore Evermore that much at all. They were much different than She's Ever Gone Before. More folk and indie, a lot more storytelling. You might find both albums more enjoyable than others, and I did. My daughter knows me.
Mm-hmm.
She knew, but she did say she does really enjoy them now after she saw them perform the songs live. So now she does.
Makes a difference.
Yeah,
it makes the
Chris
factor.
Chris
Yeah,
is attested to several times, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's which I find. Again, I read these paragraphs. I'm like, okay, I'm not looking. Obviously, the songs are right there in the list, but I'm not looking at the list. I'm like, okay, we'll find out where we pair up on these songs that she picked. So yeah, and I agree. I like I said, Folklore in 1984, I think are best songs. I think 1984, or 89. Sorry, 1989 was. I'm thinking Van Halen. 1989 was really her first real pop album, right? Where yeah, I mean. So to have those contrasts, those are probably my two favorite albums, with Evermore being right behind it, was a testament to her writing. So
Yes.
Yeah.
That's my number 3. Dink, your turn.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, I have so many things to say. Dramatic pause. All right. I will say, you mentioned Canada. I will say today is Canada Day. So, as a funny turn of events, we did this even though she's not Canadian. So that's fucking funny. That's funny to us. It might not be funny, but why aren't you guys doing somebody Celine Dion for fuck's sakes?
Well, it came down to her, Michael J. Fox, and she won.
Right. Right. So there was that. And while we're on the C for Canada Day, I love Folklore. Yeah, we don't want to talk about 2020 because that was a lot of ice cream sandwiches. But there was a lot of Folklore played at my house.
Yeah.
So my bringing the C in, another basic bitch for me. I think all mine are kind of basic. My number 3 is Cardigan. I love, and because I got the scarf, I don't own a cardigan anymore, so I don't have one of those to put on. But I like to keep the thing going.
You should get one. You would look good in one.
I would. I'd be Chandler
with that hair.
Or Fat Chandler or Fandler. But anyway, Folklore, of course, is the album written by Taylor Swift and Aaron Dessner, like you mentioned. Debuted at number 1 on the Hot Billboard 100 again, like the same time that Folklore debuted at number 1. So she was the first artist ever, and I think you mentioned this, to have the number 1 song and the number 1 album, right? So simultaneously on the charts. Of course, it reached number 1 in several other countries, became the signature song from the Folklore era. Like, Cardigan was everywhere. And like, I'd step outside my house when we were allowed to, and you'd hear it on the radio, you'd hear it everywhere, right? Like,
yeah.
It's accumulated over 1 billion streams across major platforms. I'm like, I'm not writing these numbers. I don't know how you guys can. I can't even read those numbers. They're so long. It's fucking...
Well, I have to think about it. You have to stop and think about it, right? Before you say it.
It's fucking insane. And of course, it's part of that famous Folklore teenage love triangle with Betty James and Augustine, or August, right? So that's like, that kind of shit is cool to me, right? I'm like, at first on the surface, I'm like, that's weird. Oh no, it's cool. I like this shit with anyone else. Why do I think it's weird with her? I think it's creative, right? And this Cardigan's from Betty's perspective, years later, reflecting on a young love that hurt her but still meant something. And I'm sure the Swifties all know that shit, right? The central lyric, when I felt like I was an old cardigan under someone's bed, you put me on and said I was your favorite, symbolizing feeling forgotten and discarded or unimportant until someone makes you feel valued again. That's kind of all the shit I had. Like I said, it was huge. And Katie kept playing it and like almost into submission. I'm like, oh, don't you love this? I'm like, yeah, actually, it's pretty good. Like, normally I'd be like, fuck off. Like, no more. But I was like, she wore me down. I'm like, yeah, it's really good. And now I listen to it on my own because I like the country stuff, like I said, even though she's kind of younger. So I try to separate her younger voice versus when she started to mature. And I like the singer-songwriter stuff. There's some pop tracks I do love, and there's one coming up on my list. But I kind of sway to Folklore Evermore. Like, that stuff is kind of more my bag anyways. So as much as I love pop, but she's not the pop I normally would listen to. But anyway, I love this song. Like I said, I love all these songs of hers, and they all are kind of basic to me in her catalog. But it is what it is. I had a bunch of deeper tracks lower down, and I just couldn't surpass the ones that I knew a lot and I knew had been played a lot. But all her songs have really kind of been played a lot. You know what I mean? Because of her popularity. So that's it.
Right.
That's my number 3.
Well,
Cardigan.
you talk about the cardigan in the metaphor. Some of her brilliance is, first of all, who buys music, who goes to concerts?
All right.
Young kids, right? I mean, most of the parents are probably buying the $100 concert tickets, but
Right.
who attends the concert? Who is going to watch the videos? Who's going to buy both versions of albums? Who's going to do that? And that's usually the younger generation, right? What does the younger generation really understand? Heartbreak, right?
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
Right.
How many times in our junior high school were we crushed by a love or someone we liked who ended up dating someone else we knew? That's just genius, and she has made a career off of that genius. So that's my reference.
Yeah, totally agree. Totally agree.
Piggybacking off of that, you're right, because she knows what she's really good at.
And she knows her audience.
If you don't like it, it's not your thing. It's okay. It doesn't mean she sucks or anything else. It's not your demographic. Like there's albums of hers that not for me. I found a couple albums that completely are for me.
Yeah.
And I found 3 albums I really like of hers. The one thing I want to say too is, in a day and age when albums are kind of throwaway and it's all about hits and singles,
Not hers, right?
not hers. Every song is meticulously written and picked and prodded and pruned to be part of that album and be part of the whole cohesive packaging, if you will.
And you talk about albums. You go to the record store. She has set the price for modern albums.
Yeah.
It's her. Because she can go in and say, I want $45 for this album. So Sabrina Carpenter puts out a new album. I want $45 for mine.
Yeah.
And Chaperone. All of these young artists that the younger generations are going for. She set the price for vinyl.
Yeah. And you would know that. You see it all the time.
Owners, and they all say the same thing. It's all her. She set the price point.
And I know her last couple albums, she also had like Target exclusive, where she had a couple bonus tracks only Target have. And other artists have done it since and before, but she's mastered the fact that, like, oh, here's a different album cover. Obviously with Taylor's version, not just a marketing thing, that was a power thing, which worked phenomenally well, right?
Right.
Where she actually gimped her first 6 records to everyone buying her new 6 records, and not even wouldn't even license the first 6 albums, right? Because her version, she owned the Taylor version. So yeah, I mean, I can't say enough about her business wise or musically. I just think, like I said, if you're watching this, especially at this point now, you should really choose check out the songs we're talking about right now, because she may not be your flavor, you think, but you're gonna find something. If you like music, you're gonna find something you really love. That's what surprised me, because I kind of musically was like, whatever. Because I don't know you guys, I don't have kids. I don't want to age myself. I'm a grandparent. I don't have kids in my house. I don't listen to the radio. A lot of stuff that's popular misses me because I'm just in my silo, right? So even her hits, I'm unaware of her hits because I'm like, I don't listen to it.
Right, it's all Jizzy Pearl all the time.
It's all Jizzy all the time. Jizzy and creamy.
And on that note, I'll pass it off to you, Chris. You can do your notes.
We just lost.
Send your comments to Joe K. Burkle at
AOL.com.
Yes, at Netscape.com.
Yeah, at creatorwrist.com.
Right.
Netscape.
Localpolice.org.
Right. You have mail.
All right. My number 3.
Let's get serious.
It's also from Midnights again. When I thought about, I can't have 2 from the same album. Fuck it, I do. It is Lavender Haze.
Okay. Jenny likes this song a lot.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know it's inspired from Mad Men, apparently.
Really? I didn't know that either.
I know that.
Apparently, it referred to a phrase used in Mad Men to falling in love with somebody.
Oh, I should.
I didn't
smoke
watch
that.
Mad Men, so I just saw. I've only seen clips of Mad Men. I never watched the show.
Oh, great show.
Anyways.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
I
it's
have a
great.
hard time watching. I just want to smoke cigarettes nonstop.
Right?
Hated the ending, but go ahead.
So, what do I have about the song? Oh, again, a song that I like, and it has been described as pop fusion, ambient house, disco with elements of hip hop and R&B. So,
So everything.
obviously,
It is
there's
everything.
yes, but there's a style of her music that I like, and there's a style that I do not like.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that. You'll see with my picks. Yeah.
Right. Also, I forgot to mention the songwriters on this song and Karma. The one that surprised me and I didn't realize, Zoe Kravitz is credited as one of the music writers.
I saw that.
Really?
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I did not see that.
Yeah.
Did she eat a bunch of mushrooms? Isn't that her in that clip with Seth
Is it?
with Seth and Franco when she eats all too much mushrooms in
I haven't
the
seen that.
Hollywood buffet? Anyway, it's a Hollywood buffet. Anyway,
Oh, I've seen a clip of that, and that might, I think that might be her. You're right. Anyways, Soundwave, Mark Anthony Spears, so I found out his name because I had to search who this guy
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Said the track was initially written in 15 minutes, sent to Swift. She wrote the lyrics, and some things I saw said it was sent back the same day. Some said a day later. I just went with relatively quick. Sent it back with the vocals done and everything. So the song came together pretty quick, apparently. And we've talked about before how sometimes these great songs come together real quick.
boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those 15-minute songs. Yeah.
I had the note in here about her occupying the top 10. And then when Jimmy was talking about it, but Jimmy, did you mention how many times she's done that?
I'm not sure how much I cut out. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
So she's done it 3 times. November 22nd, 22, May 24th, May 24, and she had all 14 of the top spots, and October
Jeez.
25 when she had all 12 of
Yeah.
the top spots.
Yeah.
So
It's like
that
there's no
was
other music.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's nuts.
There's people that just dismiss her. It's
Yeah. How can you? Like,
I don't know.
Right, like I've picked up some of these songs by, like I said, by checking my music app at the grocery store, at a restaurant, and it's playing in the background. This is a really cool fucking pop song. Who is this? And I'll be, oh my god,
holy wow.
Taylor
Taylor
Swift.
Swift.
right? I mean, I've had the same thing happen with Justin Bieber. Less often, let's be honest,
Yeah.
but once in a while.
Much
Let's be real.
Guilty.
Secret time.
secret time.
Right. So I had some Spotify numbers for Lavender Haze. Number 31 on the Taylor Swift, 895,930,000, 136,000 daily on Spotify.
Oh,
So,
couldn't
you
crack
know.
a billion, eh?
And
Exhaust.
yeah, it's fucking unreal. But again, another, I think, just good pop song, like that just
Yeah.
gets catchy. I find I don't know the lyrics, but I end up singing along with, or humming along.
yeah. Making them up.
Right, making the lyrics up and then remembering the ones I do.
Yeah, good pick, man. There's so
I don't
many
know.
good songs, right? Like, yeah, I have nothing more to
I
add.
don't know if you guys know that song. Anyway,
I do. Yeah.
I do.
That's my number 3, Jimmy.
All right. So we're gonna bring it back to my wife, Jenny. When we first started dating, she wasn't really a big Taylor Swift fan, but she loves the singer-songwriter aspect of music in its entirety. I would imagine, just everything, loves it. And as our relationship has progressed, so has her love or adoration for Taylor Swift. And I think that has a lot to do with Ava. They went to the Eras concert together here in Illinois. And the biggest thing she came back with was how fucking professional she was. If I remember the story right, there was a big clock above the stage, either counting down or coming up to the start time. When the start time hit those zeros, the show started. When we were younger, we had stories of Guns N' Roses coming on 4 hours late.
Right.
Yeah,
No,
right.
we get there when we get there, right, Axel?
Yeah. Some of these diva artists, I wasn't feeling it yet, letting the crowd stew for hours and hours. So she came back just so impressed with how professional she was. That start time, the thing dropped, her show started, and it was 3 hours. Boom, done and moving on. That's impressive. Just from what we had to deal with our concert going experiences. In our younger days and some of the current ones. But this song comes directly from Jenny's current playlist that's played all the time. And the song is Style from 1989.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
I really like this chorus. It's really catchy. The melody cheers. Nice.
Oh, we got
cheers
one.
with my non-alcoholic. I don't want to upset the Swiftie fans. Beer.
I'm drinking whiskey, so sorry. Man.
Alcoholic.
Oh no, this is alcohol.
Oh yeah. I'm sure pretty soon I'll have a real beer. Just cut the tension.
Near beer.
It's the melodies. The melodies to me are what stands out. Every song that she does, whether I like it or not, has a hummable melody. And if you can hum a song, it's fairly infectious.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So the song, the guitar opening, it's kind of a cool guitar line, a pulsating synth, and a piano over on top of that. Heavy reverb, so there's like an echo feel. It's infectious. It's a cynical, magnetic nature of an on again, off again relationship that never truly ends. The fans all have their folklore about who these songs are about, and the fans say it's about Harry Styles, the James Dean thing and whatnot. So yeah, I mean that's really my notes. 1.8 billion streams of the OG version, a total of 2.2 billion of Taylor's version and the OG. 2.2 billion.
So at that point, just a quadrillion.
Right.
Right. That's not even a real number.
Right. Yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
She
actually,
wrote it, she'll make it.
I do enjoy this song. I hate to say this out loud. A lot of my metal fans are going to be like, shut up, Jimmy. But I hum along, snap my fingers, tap my toes. I dig the song. I stand by it. That's my number
8 on my list.
Okay. So Joe,
That's where it ended.
Upcoming to my list.
Joe, number 2.
Oh, not this song.
All right.
Give
us your number 1 then.
Where did it place? So again, when Krista gave me her list, I didn't look at the songs. Being a Taylor Swift ignorant music person, not knowing what are singles and what are album tracks. Okay. I had no idea if I was picking singles or if I was picking album tracks. This song is not a single. This song is from 2017's Reputation, and this is Dancing with Our Hands Tied.
Ooh, or her Angry album.
Wow.
Yes. And I wanted to say something to my very insightful daughter. Let's find Reputation here. And I was going to have this ready, but of course I didn't. So I might have to edit. Maybe not. So Carissa said, I did not like this album at first. It felt like a revenge album. Lots of drama with the Kardashians and Kanye West. Didn't like the direction she was going, but now can look back and appreciate what she was going through at the time. Still not my favorite album overall, but does have some of my favorite songs she's ever written. Maybe it was the anger. Yeah, there's a lot of anger in this.
This is a very angry album. Yes.
A very angry song. So this 11th track on her 6th studio album, released November 11th, 2017, written by Taylor Swift, Max Martin, Shellback, and Oscar Holter. Song was not released as a single, as I said. The song was asked about a secret romantic relationship in the face of public exposure. So there's some, again, what's the Swiftie saying? Who is this about? Is about her and so. I didn't look into it. I didn't figure who gives a crap.
I already know.
The best part for me is the song creation, the process, right? During one of her Reputation's secret sessions, you guys read about these secret sessions?
No, I didn't.
No.
So secret sessions were something she would do after there's like 2 or 3 albums she'd have at a hotel or at her house with fans,
Wow.
and she would give them a preview of the album that's coming out.
Wow.
Cool, and I think also probably very dangerous because
Right.
people are fucking
Right.
That's for you, honey. That's for you, honey.
Go back to last episode.
Right.
Right.
My wife hates that. Taylor revealed that she penned Dancing with Her Hands Tied after being photographed by paparazzi in Los Angeles, California, with her ex-boyfriend, Joel Alwyn. This incident occurred months after staying out of the public eye. The paparazzi were shouting things at her, making comments about her weight. She was overwhelmed and upset by the whole ordeal that she instantly went back and recorded this song, wrote it. She said she went to the studio, cried, and started writing. And so when you know that and you listen to the lyrics and watch that, it's a kind of a heartbreaking song in some ways, even though the lyrics don't show you that part. But knowing this kind of changes the whole theme of the song, right?
Yeah.
I'm impressed with myself because I picked a song that wasn't a hit. I picked a song that was an album track.
Nice.
And again, when I tell you my number one, I'll tell you how many CMZs me and my daughter got. But yeah, I really like the song a lot. As soon as I heard it, I knew this was going to be my top 4. And you could probably tell which one's my number one. I knew right away which 2 songs, right when I heard them. Boom, this is going to be my top 4. Especially since it was an album that I picked another track from. But yeah, that's my number 2, Dancing with Our Hands Tied.
Nice.
That's good. The 90s, I did a lot of dancing at the clubs and stuff, but my hands were free.
No, I'm not joking. One time, my wife paid me $20 not to dance. That's how bad I am. So
Yeah,
I've never seen you dance.
man, there's a reason why.
Probably.
Hey, you're number 2.
Well, real quick,
My number 2.
hold on. The list of the songs that Jenny and Ava gave me. This was on one of their 2 lists. I don't remember off the top of my head, but this is one of the higher up songs on their list.
Nice.
So this
Yeah,
is one of the
I
first
told my
songs.
daughter that she was impressed that I picked because she said, "Oh, really? You picked that song too." So, yeah, I think it's a little bit different when you have a super fan of an artist and you go into ignorant to the whole thing and you try to figure out. I was the ignorant one in this one.
Oh, absolutely.
I was really interested in what I was going to like, what I wouldn't like, and it became pretty abundantly clear what I liked and what I didn't like. It just and I would say this: going through 12 albums, I think any other artist this would have been kind of a slog, and it wasn't at all.
No.
Because, like I said, once I just dismissed the first 3 country albums, I was like, okay, now we can go and. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't do that. I can't. It's something about that. And there's a couple of our other tracks too, and other albums too that country kind of pops back in a little bit. And I'm like, I'm tuning out.
The Red album, there was a lot of country over.
Yeah. Yep. That was that transition, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's my
You
number.
should be impressed with me, Swifties. I knew that.
He knew that.
You did know that.
Dinkster.
On to me? All right. So I'm happy to say that I know we're doing number 2, but my number 1 was not a single, so I'll get to that obviously next round. But I'm going to throw in another Basic Bitch. And I like this song. And this song has been killed since its release last year. And it is Fate of Ophelia. I love this song. I played this song at my backyard party last night. No one flinched. No one said, what the fuck is this shit? This song is a great song. It's been killed. It's overplay. Hear it everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, upon the release, like nonstop. Everywhere.
I heard it at Kohl's this weekend.
Yeah. Right. Clearly from Life of a Showgirl and from October of last year. Written again by Taylor Swift, Max Martin, and Michelle Baca, you just mentioned, Joe. And the big story behind the song that all the Swifties know is this is built around Ophelia, the tragic character from Shakespeare's Hamlet.
Yeah.
And, they say it's an actual modern day cousin to Love Story, one of her other songs. Because back in 08, Taylor took Romeo and Juliet and gave it a happy ending. So she kind of changed the ending here for Ophelia, right? There's a big Easter egg with the album cover, right? The album artwork itself appears to reference the famous painting of Ophelia, which depicts Ophelia floating in the water before her death. Taylor recreates the imagery, but puts her own spin on it, fitting the song's theme and escaping that fate. And of course, the Travis connection, right? Many listeners interpret the song about him, right? The lyrics describe being rescued from melancholy and heartbreak, which she seems to have had a lot of, and she actually has had a lot of different boyfriends. Right. So I get that there's been a lot of heartbreak, right? And Travis has saved her from all that, right? And they're, despite the song's overkill and their image overkill, because I know Chris is, and I'm not sure about you guys because of the damn Vikings, but like I'm a big NFL fan, right? So you can't turn the fucking game on for a couple of years there without seeing those two, almost to the point of annoyance. But once that is all kind of subsided a bit, I like their relationship. I'm happy for them, and I do like
absolutely
the podcast with his brother. I like Travis. I like Jason. You know what I mean? So it's all encompassing. It's all good. But there was a moment in time where I was like, watching, all right, like enough. And it was probably 3 or 4 times a game they would show her. That's not even that much for how big she is. She's way bigger than the fucking NFL itself.
Right? It's not her fault that they're showing her on camera.
It's not her fault, right? So I had to separate
her than like some guy's hairy fucking chest or belly.
Right. I had to separate my brain because at first I was like, all right, enough. Oh, it's not her fault. It's the fucking camera person's got a boner or whatever. Like,
the NFL's trying to profit off. The NFL's trying to profit off her too, right?
Right. The NFL like jumping on that train, and rightfully so.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So during the last KC Super Bowl, there was a prop bet of how much screen time they would have or she would have, and I think it was over under of 2.5 minutes. And I think it was less than 2 minutes. It was like a minute 40 or whatever. And point 2 is my wife is yay sports. She's not a big sports fan. So for that Super Bowl, I bought her a red and yellow shirt that said Travis's girlfriend. With the so she wore that to the Super Bowl party, and she gave it to Ava afterwards. Yeah,
nice, right? It's good. It's good all around. Like you said, they're trying to profit off her, but it's actually good for the league because I know some other people that started watching the game, right? So if she can turn more people on to the NFL,
I can talk to my niece about football.
Right. Little kids, little girls now watching football. They were watching for Taylor, but they were absorbing it.
Oh, I'm glad I reeled it in quick because there was that thought, and then I would read comments with all these guys our age get off my lawn moaning about it, and I was like, oh fuck, I was that for a second. Like, shut up.
I was too.
Who cares? Like, who really cares? Like, just watch the game. But anyway. I do love this song. I like. There's something about this song, and even with the overkill, it hasn't bothered me yet. Where some of our other songs
I don't know if you saw. It's number 5 on my list.
Number 5, right? So so I'm not the only one. Okay, good.
So again, I not knowing these albums, I knew this is their newest album, right? Obviously, I knew the hype behind it. You gotta be honest, I hadn't heard this song before I just started doing it because I
really. No, it's everywhere.
Who listens to it? Yeah, well, I don't listen to.
Yeah, you clearly aren't. Yeah, because it was
my wife. We're not listening to no algorithms giving me Taylor Swift. But when I was reading my daughter's explanation of the album, she said definitely a happier album than Tortured Poets Department, which is the previous album.
Yeah,
or pretty much any album after Lover. Not my favorite. Some of the songs feel lazy lyrically, and the weird thing was, I didn't read this description until after I was going through the album. I'm like, God, this album just seems kind of like. I'm not disregarding your pick. I don't mean to do that at all.
Oh no, not and I kind of agree. The rest of the album, it's kind of hit or miss for me.
When I heard this album, I'm like, oh, this sounds like everything else on the radio, and I was actually disappointed. I'm like, you know. And of course, she's happier. She's not the tortured artist, right? Which is very evident. She's in a very different spot. And to me, some of the lyrics seem kind of, and now again, this song is, I think, the highlight of the album. I really do think it is. But
absolutely,
it was interesting. Me and my daughter both saw the same thing. It's like, lyrically, not the best.
Well,
but yeah,
some artists write better tortured, and Kelly Clarkson and Adele come to mind when they're not tortured.
yeah,
It's a little bubblegummy, you know what I mean? Like,
well,
exactly.
Last week we talked about that with you too.
Yeah,
about the torture of the early
starving artist.
Pre money. I think Joe made that statement. There's a point there.
Yeah. I mean, what do you do when you're, is 18, 19 as an artist starting out and you have all these, concerns and just trials and tribulations of life. And also now you are literally a billionaire now and you're just searching for something to sing about.
right.
Well, I believe I made the comments a couple of weeks ago about, sitting in a leather couch, drinking Italian or smoking Italian cigars and drinking cognac.
Yeah, it's the Pearl Jam song, was it? Pearl Jam episode, right? Yeah. Good pick, though. I do think this is the highlight of the album. I do, yeah.
Absolutely.
I think it is too. I think it is too, and that's maybe why it was the lead single and why it was so. Because to me, when I listen to the rest of the album, I'm like, oh no, I got to go back to some other stuff because it kind of all just kind of sounds.
And talking to my daughter and actually reading about it too, but she's the first one I went back and started reading more about the album. Is that Swifties? This is one of their albums that were like, really?
Yeah, I believe that.
I'm not a fan of theirs, so.
Well, when this album came out, Jenny was really excited. So we ran to the store and I went out and I bought this album for her.
I mean, driving would have been faster.
Yeah, I don't run anywhere. Like,
we're runners.
Not readers, but they're runners.
They're not readers.
We did some stretches and I didn't pull a hammy. But so I was the Tortured Husband Society when we got this album because Jenny notoriously would put an album on and go upstairs. And I'm stuck downstairs listening to whatever album she's choosing at the time.
Listen to this, I'll be gone.
Right. But in this particular case, she was so excited about it, she put the album on, and then she put it on her phone, put it in her pocket, and then she put on another stereo somewhere upstairs. So I heard 3 different songs of the opening album at all times. I didn't hear past like the 3rd song until, I turned the album off, but I could still hear it upstairs. And I'm like, can I hear the rest of the album? Can you stay down here? Or do I get to put something else on? And I was tortured a little bit about it. And she's like, well, why'd you buy me the fucking album? I'm like, I bought it for you because you were excited, but you played 3 different versions at the same time.
Right, because I ran there. I fucking had to get something with my run.
Yeah. So that's just my funny little tale of that. You talk about this album. I know we have more picks to go, but this is clearly the best song on the album. There's a song on this album that I can't stand that maybe we'll talk about afterwards. Oh, I hate it.
You're in for a big fucking surprise with my number 1 then.
Oh.
Well, let's do your number 2 first.
Yes.
You've been trashing my number 1 already. You don't even know what fucking it is.
I didn't even say the name of the song.
You don't have to because you said the other one was the best, and my number 1 isn't that, and it's on the same album.
Oh,
Controversy.
Hello.
Uh-oh.
Anyways,
what's your number 2?
Love Hotel California.
Oh, ouch. Why do you hate me?
I love Raspberry Beret.
Oh, shut up.
I love Purple and Gold.
Purple and Gold. All right, Chris.
All right. So my number 2 is from Reputation in 2017, and it is the song Ready for It.
Oh, this song is number 5 for me.
Wow, there you go.
Oh.
It's like there's something harder edge about it. It's fucking heavy.
Absolutely.
Right? It's like she's rapping at one point. Like talk rap, whatever. Like, is it just something about it? Again, it's
rapping.
It has to do with the I like trap, I like EDM, I like dubstep, and this fucking touches all of that.
Yeah.
Right. What I found, we were talking about her marketing. This is where this song, I found that it was released on October 24, 2017. on September 2nd. It was released as a single on October 20th, but used September 2nd, 2017 on ESPN Saturday Night Football as the intro into the I think it was Alabama and somebody big, Alabama and Oklahoma, or Alabama and LSU. It was a big game that night. And ESPN used that as the intro before it had been released, which I find like is totally probably, I don't know if she came up, if somebody in her marketing department came up and said, why don't we approach like ESPN or College Game Day or somebody, right?
Long before she was ever associated with football, right?
Just genius.
Yeah.
Genius.
Right. Long before the
Now, if
Travis
the
and
NFL used
right?
one of her songs, people would be like, "Oh, of course."
Right.
Yeah.
Travis.
Apparently the lyrics are about finding a partner in crime. She was influenced by the novel Crime and Punishment. I didn't really pay attention to the lyrics that much. It's that fucking song, the beat, it's heavy. It just is a good fucking club fucking radio. I listen to it when I drive.
Yeah, it's a good
This
driving song.
sick beat.
Yeah, it's a fat ass fucking beat. Yeah.
Yeah,
It just
I tried. I
heavy.
wanted it on my list so bad, man, and I was like, "Oh, number 5, I can't bump."
Well,
it.
it's my number 2.
Nice, good pick.
PHAT.
That.
Yeah, that made my like top 12.
Nice.
Good pick.
Okay,
sir.
anyways, that is it. Nobody else has anything to say about it.
That is good.
I have. If anybody cares, I do have streaming numbers on this
What?
one.
Give
too,
it.
I believe.
Yes.
It's number 26.
Ooh.
1,033,049,005.
Wow.
286,000 daily Spotify.
Jesus fuck.
That's great.
And I bet, and that's from yesterday. I bet if I look today, it's gone up substantially.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Right.
Right. Yeah, number 2. And if nobody has anything else, Jimmy, you're number 2.
Ready for it.
All right. So clearly you're a fan. All right. So number 2. This I talk a lot about video babies. So I use videos as a form of research when I'm
Because you don't read, right?
because I don't read. I went on in my life.
Not much of a reader.
Right.
I'm not much
Is there a
of a reader.
documentary?
I would know more if I just read that.
If only I knew how to read. So, all right. So this video made a huge impression on me, and for a couple different reasons. The song is "Look What You Made Me Do."
Oh,
And it's the 11th song for Tay Tay to reach 1.4 billion on Spotify. The 11th song to reach that plateau. 1.44 billion as of like I don't know, a week and a half ago when I was doing the research on this. The video, it's kind of and I believe it's from Reputation. I'm probably wrong on that, so please correct me in the comments. I want to see comments. I should have been just misspeaking the whole time, just like wrong information.
right.
You idiot! Blah blah blah.
Rage posting.
I
Yeah.
would love to see that. But no, it's like there's a scene in there where she's on like this top of this hill, and it's all of her different music video characters climbing up to get her. And I think it was Chris. You were saying earlier in the episode that she didn't take herself really seriously a lot. And I thought it was really kind of funny is because there was one of the characters started crying. Oh, look who's crying now. And it's just, I thought it was really cool that she could poke fun of at herself.
Yeah.
And,
Very self-aware, yes.
yeah. And the video just really made a big impression on me. I mean, the music is cool. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying the song sucks.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the video made a great impression. And it made it to number 2. So that tells you something about the song as well.
She had some great videos.
She really jokes to herself. She took a year off, a year hiatus due to the controversies affecting her public persona. And she kind of reformulated herself, and she came back strong, angry, mad, and powerful. this album was very, very magnetic, very powerful. And this is the song that I'm choosing at number 2. She had a quote in 2015: "People need a break from me." And I found that so self-aware and
Not
so
as
cool.
self-awareness
Right?
is like
So
on
awesome.
point, right?
And you know what? I'm too much right now. I'm just going to shut off all of my social media, which they thought was due to an album release and whatnot. It was no. She was just taking a chill moment and regrouping, and came back even stronger than she was previous to that.
From a mental health standpoint, that's such a
Absolutely.
like unbelievable thing, right? To be able to
Right.
do.
Especially in an industry where if you wait, too many seconds from the last thing that you did,
You're
you
forgotten.
Right.
or you could be forgotten.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, I mean, think about that. Not only I will say it is brave for her to do that, but also the confidence for her to say, I'm going to go away for a while and I'll be back and I'll be fine.
And she said, "See ya, bitches," and came back kicking the door down.
in an industry that just wants more and more and more and more. And if you don't, they'll forget you like you were yesterday's lunch. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah. And like as Chris said, with the mental health, it probably was good for her too. Right?
Oh, I'm sure.
'Cause
Oh,
if she thought they'd had enough, she
She's probably
might have had enough of people pulling at her too, right? Like,
Oh,
Right.
Well, just that whole Kanye stint with the award.
yeah, we didn't even get into that,
fuck.
right?
his
Like,
art piece and all that shit. And
right.
Yep.
I feel
Yeah,
this
Kanye
episode is a
stint.
little bit like your song title, though. Look what you made me do.
well, then I'll
Yeah, we're
take
enjoying it. Hey, we're
I'll
enjoying
take
it.
my pick a little style then.
Right. Right. All right. That's my number 2. Joe.
My number 1 is style. I mean,
Oh,
again, not knowing Taylor Swift, not knowing how big this song was, as soon as it kicked in, like, this sounds like Daft Punk. Well, guess what? They wrote a song that they wanted to write a song that sounded like Daft Punk, and guess what? Kind of sounds like Daft Punk.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. I made a deal with myself saying if I pick a song and it ends up with a Taylor version, I'm going to listen both back to back. I actually prefer Taylor's version a little bit more. Just because it's slightly more subdued mix, which is funny because if you read the reviews of that album, the Taylor version of 1989, some critics like, it's not quite as good, blah, blah, blah. I still think it's better. It's slightly less, more bombastic and over the top. The mix is just a little, like I said, just a little more subdued. She did such a great job on all those versions that there's just minute different details between the original album and her album. I didn't look. I probably should have. Did she use the same studio musicians? Probably. I don't know. I'm guessing she probably did.
Well, she probably used the masters and just changed them enough.
You can't. No, not the way she. No, not the way. No, because otherwise, then she's not. It's not. She's not. It's not a full re-recording of it.
So she would be liable. Okay.
Exactly. So the idea being that she would have full control of these. So it's the third single off the third track off her 5th studio album. The OG was released February 9th, 2015. The Taylor's version was released October 27th, 2023, written by Swift, Max Martin again, Shellback, and Ali Pimani. The music, like I said, it was installed by Daft Punk. And I'm a huge fan of Daft Punk. If you know Daft Punk, you're like, okay, this is like an homage to them. You can tell just with the beat and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy had mentioned the guitar lines. The first thing I grasped onto right away. Guitar lines interlaced with the drums and the keyboards so well.
Mm-hmm.
Again, something that Daft Punk does very, very well. They had that,
like that subtle piano that's over the synthesizer.
Yes.
If you're not quite listening, I listen with headphones, researching, and there's this nice little soft piano over those synthesizers. Yep. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, that's exactly spot on, because that's what I was going to get into. The keyboard, everything being interlaid completely. If you listen to Daft Punk, same thing. They got that funky little guitar line in the background sometimes, most of the time, and they have those two different piano parts typically. Completely different kind. Typically, they have a piano and then the synth.
Opposing tones. Yeah,
that's exactly what they did. The OG hit number 6 in the Billboard Hot 100 in U.S. and Canada, and number 21 UK. The Taylor version hit number 9 in the U.S., number 8 in Canada. So did a little bit better in Canada.
Yeah, it did.
With the other 1989 Taylor version tracks, it helped Swift become the first artist to occupy the entire top 6 of the global 200 chart simultaneously. So there's
Global,
another
fuck
record.
off, like the whole world.
The whole world. The first, top 6 songs are all Taylor Swift. The lyrics are about a couple who could not escape the unhealthy relationship because they are never out of style. So, the writing of the album was inspired with the 1980s synth pop, which is very evident in the whole entire album. Very evident in this song. Was written while she was on a Red tour. 1989 was her first fully pop album because Red was a little bit of mix of both. So nice little
Gateway, yep.
segue, if you will. Style was the last song produced for 1989. Taylor said the song, once she finished the track, she knew the album was complete. And again, I like this album in its entirety. I don't think there's a weak track on it. This by far, I think, is the standout track on that album. But that's my number 1, Style from 1989.
Nice pick.
Nice.
Clearly, I like it.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Dink, what's your number 1? Let's keep this thing going.
My number 1? Okay, so if my other 3 were somewhat basic bitches, my number 1 is, I think, a fairly well-known song in her catalog, but never released as a single.
Oh, okay.
It is from 2010, from Speak Now, and it is Last Kiss.
No, yeah.
Dink likes ballads. Dink likes love songs. Dink likes lyrics, and written solely by her. Like I said, never a major radio single, but became beloved in her catalog as a deeper cut and charted without being released. So charted from album sales and fan demand, which shows her power because when I read that, I was thinking, like, how many other artists have had songs that hit the charts that they never released, that the fans made it happen, right? Like, you guarantee there's no, like, there's probably others, but not that many, right?
Yeah.
It frequently appears on fan lists of Taylor's saddest and best written songs. It's a devastating breakup song, shocking, about replaying every detail, replaying every detail of a relationship after it's over. Unlike many breakup songs that are angry or bitter, this one's about heartbreak, regret, and remembering, which is kind of her thing. And it focuses on a bunch of details. The July 9th date mentioned in the lyrics, a phone call that never comes, the last time she saw the person, and, of course, the realization that she didn't know it would be the last kiss they ever had. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Many fans, because Swifties dive into her songs like we've went over, but many fans believe the song was inspired by her relationship with Joe Jonas. And that just kind of jumped out like, holy fuck, she dated everybody. Like, it just kind of, and she didn't, clearly. But that's, I was like, oh, another song about another person that we actually know who they are, if you know the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah, that was the rub for a while, yeah.
Right. But yeah, some other bit of Swift lore. At the beginning of the song, there's a noticeable breath before the first lyric. Fans have long pointed out that the breath occurs about 27 seconds in. Joe Jonas was 27 when the song was written. Is that really true, or is that just fans like them just
looking for answers?
I
was like, wow, like that. How creative are we here? Holy shit!
That's like Paul walking with no shoes on Abbey Road, right?
Right. Is he dead?
But yeah, like I was almost at shit, but a bunch of stuff about the lyrics because this song is so lyric based. Like, but I'll just say this as a final thing. Last Kiss was one of, if not the first song that made people realize just how devastatingly detailed and personal her songwriting could be. It's often viewed as the direct precursor to the storytelling style of Red and Folklore. But yeah, Last Kiss.
She has no problem leaving it out there as a songwriter.
No, she doesn't. Right.
Well, I mean,
I said my list before you talked to me. I said my list to my wife. And she goes, well, All Too Well's my song. And I introduced you to Cardigan. I'm like, yeah, you're all over this fucking list. And then
I'll give you credit, goddammit.
right. And then I'm like, Fate of Ophelia. She's oh basic. And I'm like, right. And then I said Last Kiss. She goes, oh, you always gotta pick a weird one. And I'm like, no, well, I'm gonna pick what I like. Sorry.
She's so
Right.
Well, she doesn't sugarcoat anything, right? There's signs of diabetes, but no.
She's judging all
There's
you.
no sugar.
Signs of diabetes.
No sugarcoating around here. Fuck. Anyway, that's it.
So I guess just one comment to the people out there. You said that, you know, it hit the charts, but it was never released. Just so you guys know, watchers and listeners, you can't just have a song chart. It has to be registered. So the RIAA will not let a song chart without it being registered.
Right.
So I was doing a little research on a couple of these last handful of episodes. There's a couple of artists out there that when they're releasing the album, they will just register every song.
Every song,
Swift,
yeah, and that must be
Taylor
the case.
Swift registers every single song.
Yeah, right.
So it can chart.
Right. So it might not be a release single to get radio play,
Correct.
but it's available to chart if there
Yes.
is demand or something.
Correct.
And clearly this is that case here.
Well, and you guys, first of all, I got excited when I saw there's Swiftipedia, but Swiftipedia just turns out it's just a mirror of Wikipedia. There's no,
Right.
there might be some
Yeah.
more pictures on there, but it's the same exact thing. But it's just the amount of work she goes through this entire that she puts in through every single album she does for each song
Mhm.
is immense.
Immense.
You know, it's and this, like I said, I hate, I don't
Calculated.
Yes, everything's thought out way beforehand.
And not in a negative tone when I say
No.
that. It's
No.
methodic.
And I'm not being
calculated.
and I'm not being condescending when I'm saying she's being brave by putting all this stuff out there, because she's putting all of her feelings and heartbreaks out there. And she could become a joke if that was the case, but she's so good at it
Right.
and she's so honest, I think, and that you know that her talent breaks through whatever preconceived notions might be.
Right. And I said about dating everyone, and clearly she hasn't. But because she's so massive,
Yeah.
and if she's dated anyone famous, those kind of jump out, right? Meanwhile, there's only 4 or 5. That's probably small in comparison to other people that have
But
dated
also,
20
that-
different people, right?
That's her environment too. That's the people she's hanging around with, and she's
That's
seeing.
exactly it, right?
Right.
So I didn't mean to,
No.
of course, Swifties jump down.
No,
my
and
throat.
she's been in the limelight since she's a teenager. Imagine how many
Right.
fucking, if you had cameras following you
Yeah,
around. When
it
you
doesn't
were-
matter who she's dating. Everybody knows about it, right?
And she's
Right.
more normal than most people I fucking know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. She's not a Disney kid or something. But yeah. You know, two of the greatest. I mean, tell me
Oh
I'm
my God,
wrong.
I totally got it.
Not wrong.
She,
Thank God she didn't. She wasn't on
Normal
different
life.
strokes.
yeah. If you look at poems, literature, music, movies, what are the two muses? Love and hurt.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's intelligence.
Yeah.
It's intelligence on her part.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
not write about it?
Yeah, why not write about it, right? Like, and if
Write
you're,
what you
especially if you're
know.
good at it,
You write what you know.
right? I like
You
that.
write your best stuff when you have strong feelings or whatever that may be, whether it's anger, happiness, or sorrow. That's
Like
gonna
I
be
said, love or hurt. Those are the
Yeah.
two biggest muses
Sexual
of all
frustration.
forms.
Right.
Mhm.
bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah.
Big bada boom.
All right.
Bada boom.
Bada boom.
All right. So now that we're on the East Side Marios, down to you, Chris.
All right.
Did you say lisp?
Lisp. Give me your list.
List. All right. So my number one is from Life of the Showgirl, but is not the one that you guys all love so much. My number one, and maybe it's because I'll get into it. It's all in the nose. My number one is Opalite.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
From Life of Showgirl.
Mhm.
And I gotta say, if you haven't heard it, if any of you guys know electronic music DJ Chris Lake, he does a remix of this song, and I think it is better than the original. Personally, that's the one I usually listen to. However, I'll go into the song in a little bit. 12th studio album for Life of Showgirl, blah blah. The single off the album was released January 12th, 2026. Album itself, October 3rd, blah, blah, blah. So there's a chat show in England called The Graham Norton Show.
Oh yeah, I love
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Christy and I watch it quite often.
Yep, me too.
And I was watching it one day because Cillian Murphy, however, I forget how you pronounce, was on from Peaky Blinders. And I'm a big fan of his. In fact, side note, he has a radio show on BBC 5. You know how BBC has those radio stations, and he calls it the mixtape radio show, where he does like an hour-long show every weekend. Where he goes, I just play songs like I would like if I was putting a mixtape together. Nice. It's really cool. I've listened to it a couple of times, and he listens to a lot of like UK punk or rock or like stuff like that. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Anyways, I was watching the show because he was on it. She was also on that episode. And during that episode, there was an Irish actor. I wrote it down. Irish actor Domhnall Gleeson joked that he was hoping to get into a Taylor Swift video. And that apparently set something off in Taylor. And like a week or two later, she contacted him that she had written the video. And she included everybody that was on the couch that night, including Graham Norton from that show.
Wow.
And when you go back and watch, and I went back and watched the video once I discovered the song. So it's funny how I said I discovered the song. I was walking through the grocery store singing, like Jimmy said, humming along to this song. I'm like, oh, this is really good. What is it? And it was this song. And it was the Chris Lake remix version. So I went back and I looked up the song, and then I looked at the show. And when he says that, the camera kind of looks at her, and you can see her get the idea almost. Like she turns her head and looks, and she like kind of bites her lip like, all right, she already had the basis for the idea.
I'm going to do that.
Almost.
I'm going to do that.
Yeah,
you're going to be in it, right?
And then had them all in it.
That's awesome.
Right, decided to have them all in. And Louis Capaldi was another one that was on the couch too that night. He was the actual musical guest. She wasn't even the musical guest. She was just there talking about her album. So anyways, maybe it's because I have that kind of connection to it. Because I remembered it that way. And it was really the first Taylor Swift song that I discovered and remembered and actually started listening to, that it's my number one.
Yeah. Well, for all Jimmy Slemmings, it is definitely the second best song on the album.
Right. And I think
like
because I discovered it on my own, and I discovered the other one afterwards, but I don't know. This one's always been a hook for me. And again, like I said, her version's good and I liked it, but I listened to the Chris Lake version more often.
Oh, the dance version's better. I'm like, because I like dance music too, so I'm with you.
Yeah.
Like that Chris Lake version's awesome.
Yeah, you guys have mentioned him before.
Yeah.
Having said that, this song still gets 1.4 million daily streams on Spotify.
Right.
Daily.
1.1 million daily?
That's what it said.
Fuck me.
Yeah, that's got to peter out at some point, right? Like,
right?
Jesus Christ.
Well, okay. So you mentioned my slamming of the album. There's only one song in this album that I fucking can't stand, and I know now it's not going to be said, and that's Elizabeth Taylor. I fucking hate that song so bad. Yeah. But anyway, what?
Sorry, just for reference, Fate of Ophelia daily streams 2.5.
Oh, wicked.
Million?
Yeah. How did you not hear it, Joe? Like, fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Fate of Ophelia has 1 million. The Fate of Ophelia has 1.4 billion streams.
Oh, that is just nuts.
Opalate has 776 million.
That's, you know, what brought you to that song and how it connected with you? I love having a weird, quirky connection to a song and what brings me there and what keeps me there. Right. I know Joe and I, outside of the show, Joe and I actually talk. We talk about this.
Don't tell our wives.
About connections and what got us there and what kept us there. So that's a great story, and I love that. I love why you like this song. That's fucking phenomenal.
And we've probably touched on that in so many episodes with so many songs. Whether it's nostalgic, an old memory, a grocery fucking store, like anything, right? Like And you're like, oh, that's it. I like that. It's good. It's with me
Almost
now.
once a week, one of us has a story like that.
Yeah.
Right.
And at
Last
times,
week with
it's,
you too, all of us had a story
Right.
somewhat like that for a
Yep.
particular song.
and at times, and this might have been one of them, it's an artist or a band that I previously didn't think I would like.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
Out
that
of the
makes it
blue.
even more
Right.
special, really, right? It's
Right.
it's fine if it's a
Absolutely.
band you listen to all the time. You're like, oh, I didn't know about this one. This one's good because I like these guys. But when it's somebody you don't listen to, it stands out even more. I'm like, oh, fucking right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like
Well,
any
like,
of this other
it's
shit, but this song's great.
Like Jimmy had said before in the past, maybe a band he hadn't listened to so for him it's new music. So for me, a lot of this was brand new music.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Agree.
Yeah.
for sure.
I would agree.
Me too.
Well, I mean, on top of it, I think I even said it in the beginning is like there are so many songs I didn't think I knew that many Taylor Swift songs. Turns out I did know a lot of them. I just didn't know the names.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of new music in this. Go ahead, Chris.
Oh, one thing I wrote down, I didn't check, but I just went with it. When I was doing the notes, I didn't check to make sure it was true. Apparently, Taylor Swift had a childhood love of opals, and opalite, if you don't know, is the name for lab-grown opals. Opals. It is also apparently Travis Kelce's birthstone.
Oh,
There you
So
go.
that's
right?
kind of cool too,
Well,
right?
There you
I
go.
mean, this album has a lot of Travis Kelce.
Yeah, there's a
Wood,
bunch of Travis.
Wood.
Wood.
Right.
But yeah. I think it's very endearing. I mean, on that note that I just said, I think it's very endearing that she's showing love in a musical format to what seems to be the man of her dreams. I think that's
Right.
fantastic. I talk on this show all the time about the woman of my dreams, and that's my wife Jenny. I know it drives you guys crazy. I think it's fantastic that she has that muse and she's able to express it.
That's good. It doesn't sound so good for me when I'm like, my wife's like, nah.
It sounds like a muse to
I
you.
know you'll say these things.
And he's one of those guys where you don't hear people say bad things about him very much. Like,
He
like
seems
other
charming.
players,
Yeah.
right? Like, yeah.
Him and his
I
brother.
think
both.
him and his brother. I think they're genuine people, right?
Yeah, and
Their
I'm
mom
not a
seems like a genuine
fucking
person, right?
hate the Chiefs with a fucking
Yeah, I
passion.
hate
Yeah, I
Right.
can't stand the Chiefs either, right?
Yeah.
Not for the fucking Chiefs. Like,
Fuck Mahomes. Excuse me. Sorry, I forgot.
Okay, at least you weren't dumb enough like me, like back in 1997, in the middle of a Kansas City sports bar, packed just after a Chiefs game when you go, the Chiefs suck. Don't do that.
Yep.
They don't do that.
My bandmates decided to whisk me out of the premises. So
yeah, that's probably smart. I had a
I
buddy
think
that just
this-
did that recently at a bar in Montreal when the Habs were in the playoffs. He's like, "Go Leafs, go!" And then he posts on Facebook. Apparently, I'm not funny. I'm like, probably not.
That is
And I
not
don't
funny.
think whisk was a strong enough word, Joe.
Right? Like scrambled eggs. Like, what?
Jared picked you up and probably threw your fireman carry.
God damn it, Joe.
Yep.
Flip flop, flip flop, flip flop.
We're gonna get killed.
Number one.
You guys got to know Jared to understand the
Yeah.
flip up. But
But anyway, great pick, man. Great pick.
That's my number one.
absolutely, and I love
Jimmy.
the connection. Yeah, I love the connection like that. So, all right. It turns out when I did my spit take earlier that it fucked up my notes, so I have a semblance of information. Very limited.
My
on
number
the
one is
one.
blah, 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 blah.
Right,
Number one is waterlogged.
My
right.
number one is
So, number one again is a collab. Initially, all 4 songs were collabs on my picks, so it turns out it was just 2 collabs. This one, my wife said, "No, you shouldn't have that as your number one. It should be this other song, which we can talk about another time." It's Bad Blood with Kendrick Lamar. There's
Oh, wow.
something about the
Oh, nice.
beat and the music and the drive to it. The video again. The video features Haley Williams. I adore Haley Williams.
Yeah.
In fact, while I was watching the video and listening to the backup vocals, I could have sworn that Haley Williams was singing. She was not. I looked up like 5 or 6 different sites. I'm just going off my list here because I can't read it. I really liked that video, and I thought it was kind of cool how they did that, or how she did that. The song, it's infectious. There's a cool beat to it. It has more of a club style than the singer-songwriter stuff that she's kind of known for, and I'm kind of drawn to that club style stuff versus the singer-songwriter. There's an infectious da, 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 na 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 na. There's a little subtle little hand clap in there, and I like breaking down music, and I like hearing the stuff that most people don't really hear because of the headphones, and I like it. It's an infectious song. There's a little folklore to the song. There's always a mythos to Taylor Swift's music, and I think that is what drives a lot of people her way, because they like backstories, they like gossip, they like juice. In this one particular, her and Katy Perry were great friends, and Katy Perry apparently sniped several of her backup singers, and then I wonder if I can read it here. And then afterwards, Katy Perry put on Twitter that she was the Regina George in sheep's clothing.
Oh,
and
Mean Girls, nice.
Yeah, that started a fight, and she said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna write a song about her." Fuck
I'm
that.
gonna give her a bunch of chocolate bars to make her fat.
Right? They're from Sweden.
Hey.
And once again, you've heard nothing but great things about Taylor Swift, and then Katy Perry.
Right. Well, she went to space.
Yeah, I love Katy Perry until she went to space and started dating our ex-prime minister.
She was married to frickin' what's his face.
Used to love Katy Perry.
Isn't she with your prime minister or some shit?
Former prime minister.
Former prime minister.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that makes sense.
But she was married to Russell Brand, so was that?
Well, he went on living his life.
Yeah, he sure did.
He sure did. He is, unlike her, not a rocket scientist.
Right. No means. No.
I meant to mention the Hayley Williams and Paramore, because I've seen Hayley Williams talk about how whenever they have success, one of the first people that reaches out to her is Taylor.
Taylor, yeah.
Right?
And she,
so cool.
I want to say, Paramore did a couple different legs of the Eras tour.
Yep.
And I've never seen Paramore. I would love to see Paramore.
Absolutely. I'm a big fan.
Yep.
So yeah, I think we did some justice to Taylor Swift here.
I think so.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention, so of my 4 picks, all 4 of my picks were on my daughter's list. So
that's
nice.
That's great.
And you didn't do that intentionally, right? It
no,
just
not at all. Nope.
Yeah, didn't you say that you didn't look at her list and you listened
to her list?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's impressive.
So
That's
like
good.
father, like daughter, whether you like it or not, honey.
Right. Damn it, I love you. So yeah, no, I think we did some justice here. I was a little worried, probably for no reason. I know that Taylor's fans are rabid, and I hope those rabid fans come and listen to this and maybe take something away. Probably not. They're going to teach us something.
No,
that's why we do this. And please comment. Tell us where we were wrong. Tell us what we got right. Tell us your 4 favorite songs if you're able to do that, because a lot of Taylor fans are not able to do that. So please do. For the guys here, I'm Jimmy, Dink, Chris, and Joe. We're Just Ranked, and thank you for letting us celebrate Taylor Swift tonight. Check out JustRankedPod.com and click like, subscribe, tell me to fuck off, whatever it takes. That's us, Just Ranked.
Go fuck you.
Go rank yourself.
Just Ranked is researched and produced by the Just Ranked crew. Edited and mixed by Joe Burkle. Socials and marketing by DJR Media Services. Theme music by Blue Joker. If you're enjoying the show, please set your podcast app to download new episodes and help spread the word by leaving a review and tell everyone you know to listen.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, I tell you what, Why don't you go fuck yourself?